I'm in Bowman, South Carolina, and it's hot as hell. So my neighbor here is the Prime, and with a Freightliner, and over here we have Melton with a K-Whopper. We have another K-Whopper over there, International Freightliner. Sorry for the mess on my window again, but I used that spray to clean up the window when I was shooting the Army occupation of the truck stop yesterday. I'm in Mount Airy, I think it's the way it's pronounced, Mount Airy, North Carolina. And a couple of times today as I was driving, because I had to get out of Virginia by the end of today, which is Saturday, I was fighting with these guys. There was two huge Army column, you know, how you call them, echelon, column, convoy, and going up like up hills. They were very slow, and I have a pretty light weight. Somebody was asking me about what my load is. It's a big crate, but it's pretty light, and so I was always passing these guys, right? And now we can look at them up close and personal, because they ended up, sorry for this noise. So they ended up, I come to this Flying J in Mount Airy, North Carolina, basically just a few clicks south of the border with Virginia, which was my goal for today, get out of Virginia, right? And I see the, you know, the like probably 50% of the, maybe 70% of the truck stop was, no, maybe 30% of the truck stop was still empty. And I park in the very back, that's where I'm sitting right now, far away from the truck stop building. And I see to one side, at the very end to my left, was like 50 or 60 blocked parking spaces. You know, there was, I thought they were doing some construction over there. There was just a couple of pylons and a red tape, basically do not enter. And what do you know? Then I stop here, and now I see all these guys coming here, and now we can watch closely at all these cool trucks, you know. And this is a really rare opportunities for you guys, because you don't often get to see US Army trucks so close, and they look so cool. Like the tractors, you know, the trucks that pull trailers, they seem to be all single tire, like each axle only has 2 tires on the truck, and they look pretty old because they have no airbags. I'm recording in 720p, so you'll probably be able to see it, but I'm not familiar with these, like this one that sits right in front of me. I have no idea. I think it's probably, what they call it, Oshkosh. I like how they put the air intake outside, you know, behind the cab. I wonder why they don't do that on our transport trucks, because that's a great way to suck clean air without causing too much disturbance, you know, in the airflow, and wasting fuel as you're driving on the highway. And what else I see, like I'm gonna give you like a commentary as an expert, right? So what I see is that on the left side, on the driver's side, the side I'm looking at this, let's assume it's an Oshkosh truck, there's no fuel tank, right? All I see are air tanks. And of course, you know, on transport trucks, because, you know, we usually travel at least 1,000 miles between fuelings, So I have fuel tanks on both sides. Like these guys just, you know, that's one curious thing that, you know, just pops out at you is, so the fuel tank of course is only on the other side, you know. And basically why they stopped is because they're waiting for the guys to my left. They're waiting there to park, and I noticed from a couple of attempts that drivers were not very experienced at backing. Okay, just to give you an idea, this is what's to my left. That's where all these guys are parking, right? And you see there's one guy over there parking, trying to park to this area, and there's a bunch of truckers shooting the breeze with the soldier. Everybody's excited. Another interesting detail about these allegedly Oshkosh trucks is that the doors open to the front, like the suicide doors. Alright, so the brass gave the command so now we're moving. Here we go. It's a 3-axle single tire truck. The driver is confirmed as a female, and it's pulling 2-axle tanker. After all that excitement, I got up in the morning, got my coffee, and drove south. And now I'm at another pilot truck stop in Bowman, South Carolina, just off I-26. And this is what happens when you sleep too long. I thought I would beat these guys, but actually it's only 10 to 8. It's 10 to 8 on a Sunday, and they're building a convoy, and most trucks are already out of their parking spaces. But I'm just showing it to you guys because it's of course the light is much better in the morning. Oh, now we see the right side, the passenger side. So tiny tank behind the front axle, right? That's probably, I don't know, 50 gallons. Yeah, the truck stop is still half empty, but it's impossible to be outside. I think it's about plus 40 Celsius, or just over what, 95 F. Look at this guy. That's a nice load. It's an army armored vehicle. No, that's not mine. And last time I was at this truck stop, probably like a couple of years ago, a lot of things changed. Now, first of all, they added pavement everywhere, and also now we have a shop over there. It says Goodyear shop, and this being Sunday, this place is busy as hell. Lots of cars. I just spent some time at McDonald's over there, but then I decided I need to add something to the yesterday's footage, and so I'm now going back inside. But I'm wearing two t-shirts because look at this tree. Because once you get inside, it's actually pretty cold, because the AC is blasting. By the way, over here we have diesel flying off the shelves at $2.39 per gallon, and the gas is in big demand at $2.05 per gallon. Just wanted to show you guys this fruit stand over here. I would go there and get something, but I don't have any US cash, and we have some melons, some apples, I think, and I-26 is over there. So I'm gonna deliver this secret load tomorrow, and I can neither confirm nor deny that it's part of a Mexican space program. But yeah, they had some bad luck with the first satellite, so oops, no comment. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do here till the end of the day, because I don't want to idle the truck. I guess I'll just kill the time inside the truck stop. That's one thing, you know, you don't want to do in summer. I don't like to stop in the middle of the day because it's too hot. And I'm heading over to Charleston, but there's no parking is very limited over there. And plus, I'm only 1 hour north of Charleston. So by the time, if I start driving now, it's still going to be very hot, because right now I think it's about 2 o'clock, you know. The heat is not going to cool down till probably like 6 to 7 p.m. So I have no choice but probably just to bear the heat. And I'm not sure what I'm doing after I deliver this one. Last time I was here, what did they pick up? I think they sent me to North Carolina to pick up an excavator. So I hope this time they'll have something similar. And that's it. In other news, I mentioned before, my brother is trying to break into a wedding photography market in Moscow, Russia, and it proves to be very difficult. But I suggested to him that maybe a commercial video might work better, and he started pursuing that. And he just did his first job as a videographer was a fitness club, you know, in Moscow, Russia, hired him No idea how much they paid him, probably little, because you know, it's one of his first times working for a customer. But he did a nice, very nice video for this fitness club, you know. He was using, he has a 5D Mark III, and also he has a 60D, the older crop sensor Canon. So he just used a stabilizer with the Canon 60D and did a nice fitness club video. So I'm really happy for him that finally he's finding some work as but not as photographer as he hoped, but as a videographer. Seems that there's too many photographers now, you know, especially people who want to shoot weddings, so it's very hard to break into that market. On that note, let me say bye-bye and thanks for watching.